was fun. What's next?
Boindil looks at you, and the sparkle in his eyes goes out.
We are both very sorry about what happened here, Tungdil.
He told me, Synthra. I convinced myself that...
You gulp and turn away from your friends.
Ha! That's what I call a goodly challenge. Cover me.
Not a good idea if you want to go on living, dwarf.
You've got quite a big mouth for someone who sounds like a girl.
You are Andikai, the Tempestuous, right?
Correct. And you are Tungdil, Lot Yonan's charge.
Your companion, won't he sit with us and introduce himself?
Yes! Hey, you up there! Can you even hear us with that bucket on your head?
Jerun is mute, and he won't do you any harm unless I command him to. And as long as you treat him with courtesy, dwarf.
Boindil seems to briefly weigh up his chances against the two of them.
I decide when I'm courteous. Just don't get in my way. And the orcs are mine!
Honourable Mager, what news of Lot Yonan? Does he live?
Andikai looks at you in silence, pain and rage slowly spreading across her face.
He is dead, Tungdil. Along with Myra, Turga, and Sabora. Nod-On killed them all, and destroyed the Council of Magi.
The certainty of their death is painful. It feels as though someone has just torn your insides out.
He killed their best pupils, too. And now he's the unchallenged Magus in Girdlegard.
It was you, wasn't it, that attacked them with the lightning? Were you any more successful than we were?
Andikai shakes her head.
He defied everything I threw at him. All of my skills. In vain. I soon realized he was superior to me, but I wanted to buy you some time.
What happened? How could he defeat the Council of Magi?
Nudin called us to Parista, under the guise of reinforcing the barrier against the perished land. Instead, he tricked us, took control of most of our powers and attacked us. I cut him down with my sword, but he rose again and impaled me with his staff. All I can remember after that is the sound of fighting, destruction, and cries of death.
How did you survive?
Jerun. Nudin had forgotten he was with me in Parista. He found me, tended to my wounds and brought me out of the city to safety until I could summon up enough power to heal myself.
And Lot Yonan?
When Jerun carried me away, he was frozen in stone, like a statue. To my knowledge, the spell cannot be reversed.
You nod slowly. You don't have the strength to say anything else right now.
Nodon's famula said that he had changed the magical fields, but you still seem to be able to use them.
Andikai smiles.
I'm not quite as benevolent as the other Magi. My god Samusin is the god of balance. He loves the darkness as much as the light, which means I can use both. But my powers aren't unlimited. It is difficult for me to store and use this altered magic. We should avoid confrontation as much as possible.
What will you do now?
Leave this place. I'm not so foolish as to believe that I could restrain the perished land or nod on. Why should I stay here?
Foolish, no! But cowardly!
You're on your way to the kingdom of the Secondlings, right? Then I will accompany you and leave Girdlegard by the High Pass.
We'll need all the help we can get. Nodon will have a lot worse in store for us than just orcs.
The Mager nods in agreement. Then she looks pensively at your rucksack.
Your rucksack? Why did Nodon want it?
I was taking some objects to Goren, one of Lot Yonan's famuli. He was murdered at Greenglade by an elf. There were books lying next to his body which he was planning to send to Turga the Fairfaced.
May I see them?
You nod, take the books out of your rucksack, and hand them to her. She goes through the letter and the books, one after another, without showing any sign of emotion. Finally, she closes the last of the books.
Is that all? They are only sagas and travelogues from the Outer Lands, which tell of legendary creatures and myths. I don't know why they should be of interest to Nodon.
There must be something in them that's important to him. He destroyed a whole village for them, and the vaults.
Possibly. I'll study the books. But let's sleep now. Jarun can keep watch. We are still being followed.
It would seem that one of the armies who've been following you since Lot Yonan's vaults has caught up with you. You can even smell the rancid grease the orcs use on their weapons. Boindil immediately prepares to fight, but Andokai demands you avoid. You have put out a plate of food for the night every evening since Jarun and Andokai joined you on your journey, but still none of you have seen him eat. You decide to pay particular attention to him this evening, to try and find out what is under the helmet. Andokai is sitting not far from the giant, studying the books.
Have you found anything
She looks up at you.
You think I will stay and fight if there is a spell in the books that might defeat Nodon?
Yours is the god of balance. Don't you see it as your duty to create a balance between light and dark?
Disgruntled, you watch the Mager as she walks over to her bed for the night. Your eyes fall upon Jarun and the plate at his feet, on which not a crumb of food is left. It would seem that one of the army is too big for you, and even if you could defeat them, the battle would take up too much time. So you decide to march through the night to increase the distance between you and them. The forced march is strenuous, but you manage to evade the horde. In the afternoon, with the sun low in the sky, the path leads you through a ravine. A glance at your map suggests that you're near to Boribor, the Orc realm.
Fracas, may we remain unscathed.
About a mile further on, Boindil suddenly stops in his tracks and sniffs.
Can you smell that? Piggy snouts! And lots of them too!
Let's proceed with caution. Perhaps we can take a few of them out before they raise the alarm.
And what now? Out of my way!
Up there! We have to stop them before they can warn anyone!
That's a bad idea.
That's all it's done! Yes, yes, so! Oink, oink, little piggies! What is it?
Yes?
What is it? Yes?
What is it?
He hardly put up a fight! Kill! And what now? What is it? What is it?
All right then.
Oink, oink, little piggies!
Not a bad idea.
Up there! We have to stop them before they can warn anyone!
On my way! Who's next?
All right then.
What is it?
What is it?
Yes?
Huh?
Now you've got me interested.
Pow! Another one bites the dust. I didn't hit you very hard.
What a waste of time.
He hardly put up a fight. Done.
And I didn't even take off my gloves.
What is it? Another one bites the dust.
What is it?
He cheated. And what now? On
Not a
my
bad
way.
idea.
As good as done.
We have to stop them before they can warn anyone!
Not a bad idea.
On my way.
Not a bad idea. All right then.
Yes? Who's next?
And I didn't even take off my gloves.
What is it? Who's next?
What is it?
I didn't hit you very hard. Pow! Another one bites the dust.
Yes?
What a waste of time.
What is it? Huh? He hardly put up a fight.
Huh?
And what now? I'm with you. Yes?
Now you've got me.
I didn't hit you very hard.
Yes? At what?
Huh? Huh? As good as done.
Huh? On my way.
What is it?
How about some help?
Another one bites the dust. Yes?
What is it?
Yes?
Who's next?
Vile creature!
And what now?
Kill!
Next. Huh?
Now you've got me interested. Not a bad idea.
At once.
Sunny's hint. This is the end.
All right, yes. What is it? Yes?
Not a bad idea. What is it?
As good as done.
All right then.
Up there! We have to stop them before they can warn anyone!
What is it?
Not a bad idea.
What is it?
Not a bad idea. It has to. And I didn't even take off my gloves. Now you've got me interested.
Yes?
Give me a hand. Oink, oink, little piggies!
And I didn't even take off my gloves.
On my way!
Not a bad idea.
As good as
then.
done.
Not a bad idea. What a waste of time.
Yes? And what now? What is it?
What is it?
Just another one bites the dust.
Of course. Not a bad idea.
Of course. Huh?
Up there! We have to stop them before they can warn anyone!
Out of my way! Out of my way! And again!
interested.
Huh?
Do you think it's smart? Just let him die in here?
Too easy!
What is it?
Put up a fight!
Yes? Huh?
Now you've got me interested. What a waste of time. No chance.
And what now?
What is it?
Oh, he didn't hit you very hard!
Huh?
Yes?
Now you've got me interested.
Huh?
And what
What is
now?
it?
What is it?
Huh?
Not a bad idea.
On my way!
Huh?
As
Not
good
a bad
as...
idea. Right then.
What is it? On my way!
Killed!
Not a bad idea. Now you've got me interested.
Huh?
What is it? Too easy! Pow! Another one
And I
bites the
didn't even
dust.
take off my gloves. What is it?
Too easy!
I'll tell you when I'm ready.
Pow! Another one bites the dust.
No.
Oh, he didn't hit you very hard! Ah! Who's next?
Huh?
What is it?
All right then.
He cheated!
Huh?
Not a bad idea.
Up there! We have to stop them.
On my way!
Not a bad idea.
As good as done!
idea. What is it?
And what now?
All right then.
What is it?
Now you've got me interested.
It can't end like this. Yes?
What is it?
On
Not a
my
bad
way.
idea.
As good as done.
We have to stop them before they...
All right then.
As good as done. On my way.
If I have to.
As good as done.
If I have to.
As good as done. On
Not a
my
bad
way.
idea. If I have to.
On
Not a
my
bad
way.
idea.
Huh?
Now you've got me interested.
Too easy. Fights the death.
Yes?
And I didn't even take off my gloves.
And what now? What is it? Huh? All right, yes. What is it? Oink, oink, little piggies! Yes.
No chance. What is it?
Others will take my place.
Huh? What is it?
Now you've got me interested.
Of course! On my way!
Of course.
Yes?
What is it?
As good as
Yes? Huh?
Who's next? I didn't hit you very hard.
Understood.
Then.
That's what it's done.
Not a bad idea.
That's what it's done.
Not a bad idea.
All right. Yes, yes. So. Huh? Pow! Understood. Who's next? He hardly put up a fight.
No chance.
What is it?
No chance.
And again.
What a waste of time.
Oink, oink, little piggies! Arr! Of course! We should go down into the caves and vaults. There'll be more of them down there.
Or maybe we should concentrate on finally getting to Ogre's Death stronghold, Boindil.
You ignore the offended look on your friend's face and set off, leaving the Orc Mountains behind you. It would seem that one of the armies who've been following you since Lot Yonan's vault. You can already see the oasis a day's journey away, but in the glimmer of the midday sun, you're not sure whether it might not just be a mirage. But the twins are convinced that there is a village here, and the prospect of a roof over your heads for the night keeps you going. The nearer you get to the oasis, the more the uneasy feeling grows that something's not right. It's too quiet, and you don't see any movement. Once you enter the village, your fears are confirmed. Your enemies.
This whole thing is probably a trap. We should...
Welcome to Pasnar. I'm sure the citizens would greet you themselves, if they could.
You recognize the elf immediately. You saw him with the leaders of the orcs, and he appeared to you in a dream after Greenglade. Or no, not in a dream.
Sintheras.
So we meet again, Tungdil. What do you think of my work in the vaults? It was a nice start, wasn't it?
An eerie smile sets on Sintheras's lips.
Wonderful. I can see the hatred in your eyes.
What is it?
Yes?
Oink, oink, little piggies! Boindil! What you doing with your axes over here? Arr! I have Boindil! Give me a hand! Who's that? They're hitting me pretty hard! I just need a little rest. It can't end like this.
Not a bad idea.
And what now? What is it?
What is it?
Huh?
What is it? Huh?
Now you've got me interested.
Huh?
Yes?
Yes?
Too easy! What is it?
Huh?
Huh?
Yes?
Yes?
Uh-huh. On my way. Please wait a moment. At once. Uh-huh. Understood. Huh? Yes?
And again.
Uh-huh. At once. Yes? On my way.
Yeah!
I need help over here, quickly! Huh?
Yeah!
Yes? Huh? Huh? They're hitting me pretty hard! I need help over here, quickly! Huh? Kill! Huh?
Yeah!
And again! I need help over here, quickly!
Yeah!
Huh? I need help over here, quickly! They're hitting me pretty hard! I need help over here, quickly! They're hitting me pretty hard! I need help over here, quickly! Understood. Huh? They're hitting me pretty hard! Yes? And again. I need help over here, quickly. At once. They're hitting me pretty hard. Yes? Vile creature. Huh? Killed. Yes? And again. On my way. At once. On my way. Understood. Uh-huh. Huh? Uh-huh. Yes? Huh? Yes? Huh? Vile creature. Uh-huh. Huh? Yes? And again. Uh-huh. I can't do that yet. Huh? At once. On my way.
Retreat! Back! Why are you here? And how can you possibly still use magic?
The one person your master left living is the one you would least like to have as an enemy. Go on, little Alf. Flee.
Your magic saved you this time. But next time, I'll be prepared.
I've had enough of fighting. It's about time we head to your home.
I've had enough too. But we've got several days in the desert ahead of us before we can enjoy a cold beer.
The longer we talk about it, the later we'll get to our beer. Let's go.
Алло.
Я почекала, поки ти цього Альва заб'єш, якщо ти граєш вообще в онлайні.
Ну то граю.
Хотіла запитати, що там Саня казав? На 6, так?
Казав на 5:30, бо він Що якщо з роботи не відпустять, то придеться до кінця сидіти. До 5.
You've been traveling through the desert for
На
days.
раніше.
The sand is simply everywhere. In your shoes, under your clothes, in your mouths. Even the makeshift cloths that you've wrapped around your heads is of
Та
little help.
воно щось я не можу поняти, щось мені тут тілку положили і ту Беєнділена, блядь, вирубили нахер, я навіть не поняв коли. Щось набігло, така юрба страшна, їх з 4 ними тяжко грати. Але вона з одної плюхи вивалила там прилічно цих підарів, блядь. Але що ж, як вона така слаба. Вона щось там бігає, ти неї щось пробуєш робити, а вона сама там постійно собі щось придумує.
With the last of the energy you can muster, you finally leave the 40-mile-wide sandbar that separated you from Ogre's death. It is as if you've passed through an invisible wall when the raging wind and sand suddenly falls silent. In front of you, an enormous massive towers into the sky, the Blue Range. The slopes cast long shadows over Ogre's Death Fortress.
Ну то розкажеш тоді ввечері. Давай.
My High King, you have called me to succeed you to the throne. Here I stand before you.
Well... Before you are chosen as the successor to the High King, hear, King Gandagar, the challenges that await you. Hordes of orcs are rampaging through the north and the west, and the perished land is stirring. It would seem that the Magi cannot sustain the barriers.
This gives us an excellent opportunity to attack the last elves in Alandor. They are weakened. The perished land afflicts them. Let us wipe out the traitors once and for all.
Yes, right. Exactly.
Hear, hear.
Madness. What are you talking about?
I do not recognize you, King Gandagar, in what you are saying. The elves are inhabitants of Girdlegard. Has your hatred for them clouded your senses to the point that you wish to ignore the words of our god?
Belendalin's gaze falls, as if incidentally, on the King of the Fourthlings' advisor.
Or is someone giving you bad advice?
On the contrary, it was Bislipper who finally supplied me with the proof. A report titled How the Fiflings Lost the Gate. It was the elves that poisoned the brave Fifling warriors in their stronghold. A devious disease spread by the pointy ears in the shafts of the Grey Range.
Impossible!
I always knew it!
Treason!
I don't believe
They should
that.
pay for it!
To the pointy ears!
Enough! Don't be so short-sighted! We are talking about the safety of Girdlegard. We must reach out and forge a large coalition with the elves. Yes, and even with the Thirdlings, if we are to defeat the perished land.
My High King! You cannot be serious!
Drivel from a dwarf who has grown too old in his post. Are we not here to choose a new High King? We have waited long enough.
It would seem you will have to wait a little bit longer. The second aspirant has arrived. Our guests must be tired from their long journey. The meeting is adjourned till tomorrow.
Санька, я тут вот тіпів, можна я тіпів своїх візьму? Мішу з Бодію, да. Ну тут нема справи. Ти там ще не вийшов случайно, блядь? Ну то дзвони, як будеш чути, що вже будеш сьобуватись, щоб я рушав раніше. Добро. А тепер то я не знаю, чи вони точно будуть, блядь. Ну я Міші сказав, Міша не проти. Боді десь нема, нахуй, десь і Міша попиздив. Якщо не встигнуть вернутися, то я сам приїду. Ну, з Настю, в смислі. К обід, блядь. Давай.
Ah, Your Highness!
Heir apparent? What do you know? Spit it out.
A slight expression of guilt flits briefly across Boindill's face.
High King has something to it. You'll certainly have our votes, that's for sure.
Boindall nods in agreement.
As High King, you could unite the kingdoms and get them to do battle against Nod-On.
You look at your friends and aren't really sure whether they are trying to pull your leg or not.
I can't be High King. I got all my knowledge from books and you're pulling my leg, right?
The twins' grins grow ever wider.
Just talk to High King Gundrabur and Belendalin. They will explain everything.
High King Gundrabur seems, well...
Old? He is ancient, even by Dwarvish standards. He has been old for as long as I can remember.
Belendalin has taken care of most matters for dozens of cycles. But Gundrabur always has the final word. His mind is younger than all of ours, I tell ya.
Belendalin should become High King. I was there when a runt took his arm. He still managed to kill half a dozen of them afterwards. What fighting spirit! We had to drag him off the battlefield.
The law requires that a firstling or a fourthling must be chosen as the new king of all dwarves. And, as the firstlings didn't turn up...
For the first time, you have the chance to appreciate the beauty of the place. You suddenly forget what you wanted to say.
I've never seen such masterful masonry. To be honest, I didn't even know that stone could be worked in such a way.
Ha ha ha! The secondlings are the best masons of all the kingdoms. That's how Fracas made us. Well, he made some of us into warriors, too.
Boandal glances at...
I think I'll continue to look around.
Don't get lost. And tonight, we will finally drink a lovely dark ale in the glowing anvil.
Andakai, what is it?
I came to return these books to you, Tungdil. Luckily, I was able to make sense of most of it.
You observed how the Mager took time to study the books during your escape.
They are records from the Outer Lands. They tell of demonic beings from Barren Ground who can take possession of humans and invest them with great power.
Immortality, for example?
The Mager nods seriously.
They speak of an axe forged by the Undergrounders called Keenfire. It is said to have the power to cut through the flesh and bone of the living and completely destroy the demonic spirit deep within their soul.
So you think a demon from the Outer Lands has taken possession of Nudin?
He looked very different when I encountered him in Parista, and he rose from the dead even though you cut off his head. That can't be explained purely through the power of the perished land.
And he wanted to prevent these books from falling into our hands. That would only make sense if Keenfire had the power to defeat him. Where is this Keenfire?
I don't know if this weapon was ever forged. It requires rare materials and masterful craftsmanship. The purest, hardest steel, stone barbs decorated with runes, a hilt of Sigurdaisy wood, inlays made of all the noble metals, the blades studded with diamonds, smithed in the hottest forge.
We are dwarves. We have the most talented craftsmen.
And you have the Sigurdaisy wood. It is amongst the objects in your rucksack, which is fortunate as there are no more Sigurdaisies in Girdlegard. But even if you manage to forge the axe, it might all be just a fairy tale. It's too little to wager our lives on.
Do you know these Undergrounders?
I have never heard of the Undergrounders, but I've been to the Outer Lands before.
It must be terrible. The hordes of Tion have marched from there against our strongholds for thousands of years.
It's not as bad as you think. It is certainly safer than a land in which a magus possessed by a demon is on the loose.
We can get all the missing materials, as well as a gem cutter, here in the stronghold. After all, Gandagar and his fourthlings are here. A stonemason from the secondlings, and I can smith.
The Mager looks at you thoughtfully, and for a short time it seems as though your enthusiasm is rubbing off on her. But then she says,
I wish you good luck, Tungdil.
You still want to leave Girdlegard, but what will happen to your realm and all the other realms?
I admire your optimism, my friend, but it isn't wise to stand in the way of a rolling stone. I don't wish to give up my realm, but I would only be prolonging the suffering unnecessarily.
But
you don't want to let the last Mager in Girdlegard go. Unfortunately, you can't think of anything that could cause her to stay.
Many thanks, Honourable Mager, for all that you have done. A variety of cheeses, pickled cave mushrooms, toasted vault moss, and some smoked sausage. Mmm.
The intense smell of the cheese makes your mouth begin to water.
Sigurdaisy wood. Very rare. I guess Lot Yonan wanted it to examine or experiment with.
You are exhausted from your adventurous journey, but it would be impolite to just go to bed if the High King is waiting for you.
You can't see the bottom. When the secondlings named the Blue Range their home, there was nothing here but hard rock and a few small caves. Fantastic.
Ah, Tungdil, what is it?
Andakai deciphered what was written in the books that Goren wanted to send to Turga the Fairfaced. They tell of a demonic threat from the Outer Lands and how it can be stopped. Nudin cannot be killed by normal weapons, but Undergrounders have developed a weapon that might be able to do it. Keenfire.
Undergrounders? What's that supposed to mean?
You shrug your shoulders.
Maybe there are dwarves in the Outlands too. Either way, they have described how this magical weapon can be made.
If it's got anything to do with magic, the weapon cannot be dwarfish. We shouldn't go anywhere near it.
Nudin fears the books. I believe that Keenfire is our best chance of stopping him. I think I'll continue to look around.
Don't get lost. And tonight, we will finally drink a lovely dark ale in the glowing anvil.
Tungdil, come closer.
The power that the old High King radiated when he called the assembly to order has drained away from him. His body is sunken in the throne, but his eyes are alert and interested as he looks at you.
The lost son returns to his people. Thank Vracus. Tell us what you learned on your journey.
You describe your adventure down to the smallest detail. Neither the king nor his advisor interrupts you. From time to time they nod, as though they were already aware of certain facts. Their brows become more furrowed with every passing minute. When you're finished with your story, you also have some questions.
I don't want to appear ungrateful, and I'm happy to finally be among my people, but I will not ascend the throne. I hardly know anything about our customs and laws. Everything that I know, I have learned from books that Lot Yonan gave me. There must be more suitable heirs than me.
Your renouncement honors you. But to be honest, you never had a claim. To stop Gandagar, we had to stall for time.
Lot Yonan helped us with our little story. We don't even know if you are a fourthling.
The king's advisor misinterprets your unbelieving gaze and quickly adds,
We're only being as deceitful as goblins for one solitary reason: to stave off possible harm to our people.
You feel as though you've been hit in the stomach. If this is true, not only have you lost your newly found kingdom, but Master Lot Yonan also didn't see it as necessary to inaugurate you in the conspiracy.
What game is being played here?
Gandagar, as king of the fourthlings, is to supersede me as High King, but his mind is poisoned with hatred towards the elves. He would probably win a war against them, but he would weaken us, and Girdlegard would not be helped by this. I was hoping for a great coalition with the elves, and even with the thirdlings. I would have given anything to start the negotiations. In times of great need, only the common goal can count.
And which role have you planned for me?
Well, with you as a second aspirant, certain possibilities of protocol open up to us.
Why is Gandagar so full of hatred towards the elves?
His father and brother were murdered by elves. At least that's what's claimed.
No one knows the truth, just as no one knows how true this report about the Fiflings is. But isn't it strange that this letter has turned up now, just when it can play into the hands of the elf-haters? Many dwarves' hatred towards the elves is great, perhaps even greater than their honesty.
Your plan has a flaw. Even if I were to line up, I couldn't win. No one on the council will vote for me.
You don't have to win.
Belendalin points to the Steelies in the throne room.
It's written in our laws that the High King can oppose an heir if he isn't elected unanimously. He can then demand a duel or a contest in order to determine the winner.
Such a contest could take weeks, if not months, and it would win us some time.
What kind of contest would you have us compete in? Gandagar is surely superior to me in many things.
Everyone in the council will write a task on a piece of paper, and from them the contest will be drawn.
And this only once you have made a speech, and have won over as many as possible in the council to your side. The more sympathetic the council is towards you, the higher the chances of a contest that fits your abilities.
Speech? You're beginning to like this whole thing less and less.
Is this really the best for our people? If you cannot dissuade Gandagar from carrying out his plans, it could end in a fraternal war.
Don't worry. We'll open up his eyes and he will recognize the malice of his feigned friend. We just need time, and you must gain it for us.
I'm not sure. What if it goes wrong and we split the dwarves into two factions?
We won't let it get that far. But
we will support you with all our power. You will not take this road on your own.
All right then. If you believe in it, I will follow your plan.
No one acts more honorably than you, Tungdil.
Belendalin smiles at you encouragingly.
You say Andakai may have found a way to defeat Nodon. And she suspects that the Magus is possessed by a demon from the Outer Lands. It may be possible to kill this demon with an axe called Keenfire. I have commissioned armor that is worthy of a prince. It will be delivered to your chamber by sunrise.
You say goodbye with a queasy feeling in your stomach. You always thought that you were articulate, but the prospect of having to make a speech in front of the large council doesn't exactly fill you with elation. Vrakas, who made the dwarves of stone, has himself been hewn from stone by these self-same dwarves. A masterly piece of work, like one of which only the masons of the secondlings can still accomplish today. The coal fire is lit when the kingdoms meet for council. It has lain dormant much too long, until it was finally lit again a few days ago. The High King's advisor has the build of a warrior. His eyes are like those of a bird of prey, and you can see a keen intellect behind them. Even for a dwarf, High King Gundrabur is very old. His long white beard suggests 500 or more cycles. He seems weak, but when you talk to him, you feel an aura of grandeur.
Ah, Tungdil, what is it?
The High King and his advisor don't know where I come from either. But they only want to use me to delay Gandagar's coronation and ultimately prevent war with the elves.
Whatever happens, we will stand by your side, Scholar.
You're not sure whether the moral support of your friends will be much use in a contest with Gandagar, but it feels good not having to go through the whole thing on your own.
I think I'll continue to look around.
Don't get lost. And tonight, we will finally drink a lovely dark ale in the glowing anvil.
You are looking forward to the first proper bed for weeks. You undress and lie down. Before you know it, your eyes close and you fall asleep. When your new armor is brought to you the next morning, you can hardly believe your eyes. However, as a smith, you can't stand the fact that you haven't contributed anything to it, and decide to add some inlays.
Even one who wears the armour of a prince can still be a farrier underneath it, don't you think, Tungdil Bolafar?
What are you doing in here?
Ignoring your question, Bisliper eyes you very exactly before he speaks.
So, you want to be one of our kingdom? A foundling brought up by a wizard? One wouldn't think it possible. And I don't think it possible either. There is no proof of your origin, and Gandagar has the council on his side. Why don't you spare yourself the disgrace and just not turn up in front of the council? Put your scheme to bed, and we will take you into our kingdom. We will give you everything you need your whole life long. In exchange, you support Gandagar instead of challenging him.
Children of the Smith cannot be silenced.
You are a dwarf, I confess, but no fourthling can remember a dwarf child ever going missing.
And you know thousands of the fourthlings personally, and know exactly where they live in the mountains, what they're planning, or what small tragedies take place in their lives?
You have a sense that all the long evenings in the library and debating with Lot Yonan weren't for nothing, as Bisliper struggles for a reply, then lets it go. You have had enough of this dwarf. He makes you feel uneasy, or worse still.
Get out!
A humanized bastard will not issue me orders. Know your place, false dwarf.
Some of the gold has left a coin-sized mark on the back of your hand. It hurts, but you like the idea that a bit of the metal you love is now part of you. The armour has been made by a master. Over the chainmail is steel plate, alloyed with gold in many places, which certainly appeals to you. There are also several decorative elements made of stone to honour its origin in the kingdom of the best stonemasons. You had just finished setting the last inlay, the seal of Lot Yonan, who brought you up and is gone, when Bisliper interrupted you.
Not only is it worthy of a king and fits me like a glove, but it should also offer me additional protection in battle. Goren found an answer to the threat. Keenfire. No matter how difficult it is to forge it, we must do it. We don't know of any... That is why I, too, lodge a claim to the throne and why I think I am the more capable heir.
Thank you for your speech, Tungdil Bolafar. The council may now ask questions.
Yes, the dwarf from the Secondling Kingdom over there.
You say that a war against the elves would be madness. But how can such a young dwarf as you judge that? You've hardly seen anything of the world, has he?
If we get drawn into a conflict against the elves, then we are no better than the Alfar who have fought with the elves for thousands of cycles.
He's right.
Well... Of course we're better than the Alfar.
Outrageous.
Yes? Your question?
Just so I get this right, you want to forge a weapon that is described in a book of fairy tales from the perished land to kill a demon that none of us has ever seen?
I have most definitely seen it. Goimgar, Yellow Belly, Shimmerbeard.
No one knows for certain whether it is the solution, but does anyone have a better idea? We have to stop Nodon and the perished land.
That's true, but...
It'll work out somehow.
We should discuss other possibilities first.
I'm not convinced.
Bislipper?
Nothing you say will convince anyone here. You didn't grow up amongst us, and no one knows if you really are a fourthling. I do not believe there has ever been a more unworthy heir to the throne of the High King. You are just wasting our time.
A new perspective is sure to be good for the dwarves. As an outsider, I will be a breath of fresh air and bring new ideas.
Might be true.
We don't need to be told this by some spring chicken.
We know ourselves what's best.
Fresh air? Close the window.
There's no reason to change anything.
I have heard enough. The council has heard the words of both candidates and must now make its decision. Those of you who wish to see Tungdil Bolafar, the returning son from the Fourthling Kingdom, as my successor, raise your axe. And those who wish to see Gandagar Silverbeard from the Silverbeards, the king of the Fourthlings, as my successor. The result is clear. Gandagar has received more votes.
Very good. Ha
ha! Excellent!
Here's to Gandagar! Long live our new High King!
However, the result was not unanimous, and as acting High King, I avail myself of my right to demand a contest between the aspirants.
What is this?
But he won the ballot.
It's the rules. The High King has the right to do so.
Respect! He is still the High King.
Silence!
You have heard the High King's command. Write down your challenge for the aspirants. Are you ready? The one that masters this task first will become the High King. It is an expedition. The trial is to lead a group to forge the axe Keenfire in the Grey Range, which can then be used to fight against the Magus Nodon.
An expedition into the perished land?
Ha ha! Brilliant!
You can't be serious.
That's what I call a worthy challenge, don't you think?
I call it luck, Scholar. Of all the challenges, Bislipur draws this one. Ha ha ha!
Yes. Luck.
But, my king, don't demand this of me. Why me, of all people?
You are one of my best gem cutters, and I promise to support him. It should be a fair contest. Or should I break my word just because of you?
But...
You will go, Goimgar Shiverbeard. Do not put us to shame. Follow Tungdil's instructions. Go, and come back in good health.
And with that, our group is complete.
Who have you chosen as Mason?
Good day, gentlemen.
Bavragar? The old drunkard?
Old drunkard? He assured me he's the best stonemason here. The High King himself sent him.
Well, I said I was precisely the stonemason you need. I didn't exactly say I was sent by the High King.
You let yourself be tricked by a drunkard.
I don't want him with us.
Rest assured, Boindil, I too could imagine better company. But Tungdil gave me his word.
Yes, I gave you my word. And as long as you are capable of doing the stonework needed for Keenfire, you are welcome. Girdlegard is at stake here.
I wish you no ill fortune, Tungdil, but also no good fortune. The throne belongs to me, and through my victory, Vracus will show the clans.
The task is clear to the contenders? The first to forge Keenfire and bring it back here has proven his abilities and will be our new High King to lead us in battle against Nod-On.
It will take months to complete the task. The journey to the Fiflings alone is a long and dangerous business.
Dangerous, yes, but not necessarily long. Do you know the old tunnel system that connects the Dwarven kingdoms?
Tunnels are all well and good, but why should we get there so much quicker under the ground than over it?
A knowing smile plays on the mouth of the advisor.
Well...
Pretty impressive what our forefathers achieved here, isn't it?
The kingdoms all work together. If we do the same, nothing is impossible.
Hear, hear.
Really should rein in your drinking. We need you in good shape.
There are some who say I'm only the master of beer and not the master of stone anymore. But don't worry, I haven't forgotten. I can't forget, no matter how much I drink.
I
still don't understand why you tricked me and why you were so set on coming with us.
I have been the Master of Stone for more than 200 sun cycles. My work is admired all over Girdlegard. There has never been a better secondling mason than me. But today, I don't want to be remembered as a drunkard with the chisel trembling in my hand, but as Bavragor Amethyst, undefeated Master of Stone, who brought keen fire to life. One last masterpiece.
I hope you understand me asking, but there seems to be bad blood between you and Boindil.
It's nothing that will endanger our mission. We've just always hated each other.
There's more behind it than commonplace hatred.
Bavragor doesn't react. His gaze is directed towards events that took place a long time ago.
I wonder why we haven't seen any sign of Gandagar recently. Perhaps they took a wrong turn somewhere. I'm sure we'll reach the Fifthling Kingdom before them.
We're not on the way to the Fifthlings. We are on the way to the Firstlings. We're probably already under the land of the Custodian.
The Firstlings? Why?
The Firstlings have been the best smiths in Girdlegard since the Fifthlings were wiped out. Only they can alloy Teonium and Palladium, which are actually mutually repellent. Anyway, we could use all the help we can get in the battle against Nodon, and...
Damn. Goimgar.
It burns!
We won't get further this way, Scholar. What now?
It's all your fault, you imposter. I was nearly killed, and for what?
It is good that you are still alive. We need you for our mission.
So you can steal a throne that doesn't belong to you?
Hatred glints in the gem cutter's eyes, and for a moment you think he's going to attack you with the courage of desperation.
I'm starting to get tired of your wretched poison tongue, Goimgar. We must work together, not against each other.
My views are my business. As I am not here of my own free will, that is my only remaining right.
Enough! Gather up all the materials we can still save. If we manage to reach the Firstlings, we can get anything we're missing there. And it should be less than 200 miles to their stronghold.
After you have gathered together the materials, you begin to search for a way out. And after a sweaty climb, you reach a door adorned with runes. From here, you enter a large cave with a waterfall covering a sun-drenched opening. You walk through the waterfall one after another, and after the unintentional shower, you find yourselves in Wayan, near the enchanted realm of Oramira. You find yourselves on a plateau, and the river which falls as a waterfall here hides the entrance to the underground rail network. It then flows past a forest, behind which you can see a wall and tiled roofs. You check the map.
That must be Mithridatia. We'll go through the forest to the city and see if we can refresh our supplies and buy some ponies.
Boindil strikes up song during your hike. A short while later, Bavragor joins in. But rather than actually singing along, he tries to outdo Boindil with his own songs. When he finally strikes up a love song, Boindil becomes absolutely livid. You take the stonemason to one side and ask him if he's doing it on purpose.
Of course I'm doing it on purpose. I'm gonna make him suffer the whole journey.
Can't go on like this. We can't fight amongst ourselves and save Girdlegard.
You take a short break before you dare breach the roots of the problem.
It's to do with a woman, right?
Not in the way you might think. Smeralda was my sister. A young thing of only 40 cycles.
Bavragor takes a large swig of his liquor before he continues.
She was almost as belligerent as Boindil, and she got it into her blockhead to stand by him in battle. A bad...
You can see the pain he is suffering in his eyes. You place a hand on his shoulder. The constant bickering between Boindil and Bavragor distracts you. Goingar hears the clanking of armor first.
Something's coming!
Before you know it, the orcs are charging towards you over a hillside.
Huh?
What is it?
Yes?
Too easy!
Hey!
I didn't hit you very hard!
You weren't expecting that, were you?
And what now?
Who's next? Too easy! I didn't hit you very hard!
Kill!
Another one bites the dust! Too easy! I didn't hit you very hard! Pow! Another one bites the dust!
Finally over.
I didn't hit you very hard! Too easy!
What do you
What is it?
want me to do?
Oink, oink, little piggy!
I need help over here! Quickly! Vile creature! They're hitting me pretty hard!
Help! Help!
Give me a hand!
Don't rush me!
I have Bowengar! Give me a hand!
I'll be ready soon!
something.
I just need a little rest.
Huh?
Of course! Yeah, why not? Vile creature! Kill! Don't take it personally! And again! Kill! Hold your horses, alright? I didn't hit you very hard! And again! Yes? What is it? Oink, oink, little piggies! Easy! Too much! Looking for enemies? They're all here! What is it? I didn't hit you very hard! Don't take it personally! Vile creature!
I need help over here! Quickly!
Who's next? Don't take it personally. Too easy. Vile creature. Yeah. And what now? I didn't hit you very hard. Hey, bit too many over here. Ow! Looking for enemies? They're all here. What is it? And what now? That's almost done. Yes? Pow! Another one bites the dust. A bit too much for you, was I? Don't take it personally. Too easy! Who's next? Yeah! What is it? Huh? I didn't hit you very hard! Who's next? Of course!
Yes?
And what now? Yes? Disgusting. He hardly put up a fight. What's up? Who's next?
much for you, was I? What is it? Huh? Get off!
Ow! Another one bites the dust.
Huh?
Yeah!
Huh?
What is it?
And again.
What's up? Looking for enemies? They're all here! Vile creature!
Killed.
Who's next?
And again.
Looking for enemies? They're all here!
Huh?
Too easy! Yeah! Yeah!
What is it?
I'm not that quick! Huh?
Killed.
Yes, yes! Who's next?
Understood.
Why not?
At once.
Who's next?
Huh?
And what now? Too easy! Yes?
I am bow and dart. Give me a hand. What is it?
On my way!
Yes, yes. So,
Who's next?
why not?
I'm not that quick!
Killed. And again.
Ow! Creature!
Killed.
Oink, oink, little piggies! I didn't hit you very hard! Who's next?
And again.
Too easy!
Bow and dart.
Yes.
Give me a hand.
Creature! Ow! Another one bites the dust!
He cheated.
Huh?
On my way! And again.
And what now?
Don't take it personally.
What is it? I didn't hit you very hard.
Vile creature.
Slowly, slowly.
Kill.
Yes?
We are put up a fight.
Pow! Another one bites the dust.
Vile creature.
And again. I didn't hit you very hard.
Wait a moment. We hardly put up a fight.
Hey! Bit too many over here. What is it? And again.
Looking for enemies? They're all here.
Huh? Who's next?
Kill. Vile creature.
Of course.
How about you?
Disgusting.
Kill.
Don't take it personally.
Vile creature.
A bit too much for you, was I?
Another one bites the dust.
And what now?
What is it?
Yes, yes.
Yes. I didn't hit you very hard. And again. Bit too many over here.
Hey.
Looking for enemies?
Yes?
What is it?
All here.
Oink, oink, little piggies! Hey, as good as
Too
done.
many over here.
Huh?
What's up? He hardly put up a fight. Huh? Huh?
On my way! Yes?
Why not?
Yes, yes.
Yes?
And what now?
All right. On my way! Huh?
He hardly put up a fight.
Pow! Another one bites the dust.
Next.
Huh?
Yeah!
Huh? What is it?
Yes?
Oink, oink, little piggies!
Kill.
What's up? I need help over here, quickly! They're hitting me pretty hard! Huh? I can't do that yet!
And what now?
Almost done!
What is it?
Why not?
Ah, that was refreshing. Hey, here comes some more. 3, 4, 5, 5 or 6.
5 or 6? Oh, phew. He means 5 or 600.
Goimgar turns white as a sheet.
That's too many. To the city. Come on.
You flee towards Mifadania, with Goimgar out ahead. The orcs at his back seem to have mobilized unimagined powers in him, and he reaches the gate first, hammering manically against it. He says something and scurries through a small gateway that has been opened to him. Moments later, you also reach the gate.
Get in, quickly!
You push your way through the gate as the first orc arrows slam into the wood next to you.
The other dwarf said we should bolt the gate behind him, but we could use all the help we can get when the orcs come.
That treacherous sissy, where is he?
Boendal and I will look for him. Boindeal and Bavragor, help the city guards in any way you can.
You were certain the two of them wouldn't be much help in the search for Goimgar.
I am glad that the children of Vrachus are here. What can I do for you, sir?
The man tries to give off an air of normality, but he occasionally glances nervously over to the city wall.
This is the biggest human city I've ever seen. After Parista.
You haven't chosen a very good time to take a look at Mifadania, sir, and I don't just mean because of the orcs outside our gates. The winter is only just now retreating into the mountains. In a couple of weeks, it will be spring, and the city will burst into bloom.
The man glances at the city wall once again.
At least, I hope it will.
Have you heard any news from other lands?
Nod-On is rampaging through the land with his orcs and the Alpha. The Magi are all dead, and no one has heard any more of the host that moved against Porista. These are dark times, but I think it's important that we don't despair. We must trust in the gods. We have to.
You would have liked to have told the trader that, as well as trusting in the gods, he should also wish you and your companions luck. But that would have just...
Farewell, and...
I am glad.
Farewell.
I am...
Farewell.
I am...
Farewell.
You only know of obelisks from books, and you didn't expect to see one here. The inscription seems to you to be of southern origin. After having seen the kingdom of the Secondlings, even this impressive human city is somehow rather disappointing. The only thing that attracts your attention are the oil lamps that line the street. Only a trading city could afford something like that.
I am glad that the children of Vrachus are here. What can I do for you, sir?
The man tries to give off an air of normality, but he occasionally glances nervously over to the city wall.
Farewell, and good luck.
In the past, travelling showmen regularly put up tents like this in front of Lot Yonan's vaults to draw a little money from the pockets of the servants and the famuli, with plays, vocal performances, and all kinds of fun.
The fabulous Rodario.
Cometh, dear spectators, cometh and see! Let the Theatre Curiosum, with its star actor, the fabulous Rodario, the mysterious Nomora, and the genius Magister Technicus, Fergus, carry you off to another world. Now see and hear, dear spectators, the truth about Nudin the Knowledge Lusty, who disposed of the other Magi in a most horrifying way and plunged Girdlegard into disaster.
Girdlegard, it will be mine.
Lot Yonan?
What do you want with my rucksack? If you're looking for provisions, you could have just asked me nicely.
I'm not interested in what's in the rucksack. I only know that the Lord of the Perished Land wants it, so he will have it.
Your master doesn't tell you much by the sounds of it. Either he doesn't trust you, or he's in the habit of not talking about his business with servants.
You feel the blade cutting into your skin, and you take it as a sign of a small victory.
When you murdered Frala and the others...
To your horror, you realize that you can no longer talk. You feel a lump in your throat, and your eyes begin to burn, as images of the vaults and Cintharas appear in front of you.
I see that my first strike really hit you, Groundling. Oh, how they screamed. If only you had been there to help them.
This way!
Was that an elf?
If we're quick, we'll get that long ear yet.
Alarm! Alarm! The orcs are attacking!
Come, we must defend the walls.
What is it?
He hardly put up a fight!
Vile creature! Who's next?
Yes!
And again. Vile creature. He hardly put up a fight. Huh? And again. I have bow and Kyle, give me a hand. Yeah! I just need a little rest. Don't take it personally. A bit too much for you, was it?
I didn't hit you very hard.
Don't take it personally. Disgusting.
Too easy.
Yes?
Huh? Who's next? Oink, oink, little piggies! I'm not that quick. Yes, yes, so who's next? Oink, oink, little piggies! Yes? I have bow and dart. Give me a hand. Oink, oink, little piggies!
Very good. We're able to stop them.
Simple, lass. You wish it weren't so. But it is clear to you now that the city can no longer be saved.
To the side gate. It's our only chance.
Huh? Ow! Hey! And what now? Pow! Another one bites the dust.
This is done. He hardly put up a fight.
That's a horse. What is it? Ow! Hey!
On my way.
Bow! I have bow and dart. Give me a hand.
Let's go.
people with extraordinary talents. Say, friends, as you clearly mean to leave Mifadania too, would you have anything against us joining you?
We have a long and dangerous journey ahead of us. I don't think we really want to join us.
An epic and dangerous journey? That sounds like an adventure. And anyway, I have already seen that you know how to handle those weapons of yours. In these dangerous times, a big travel group offers the best protection, don't you think?
The fabulous Rodario!
Oh, an admirer of my skills? Who would have thought it? I am indeed the one and only fabulous Rodario. This worthy gentleman here is Fergus, the best Magister Technicus since human thought. And last but not least, the enchanting Namora, whose beauty makes the mayor's roses wither in envy. Perhaps we should discuss the rest when we are out of this mess.
I don't know,
The orcs are still surging through the gate and over the wall. You decide that this isn't the right time for discussions.
All right then, let's go.
Let's get out of here. We'll be safe with the firstlings.
The firstlings. The splendor of their halls is said to be unrivaled. And I have heard they have fascinating contraptions, Fergus, that are almost reminiscent of magic.
It's open, let's go.
In the evening, after your escape from Mifadania, you recover from your exertions around a campfire. Goimgar withdraws to a solitary corner. Bavragor devotes himself. Namora and Fergus exchange hugs and kisses on the other side of the fire, while Rodario sits next to you.
Ah, a journey with real dwarves to the stronghold.
Do you know anything about the firstlings? If I recall the map correctly, we need to cross the first large mountains in the Red Range and then pass through Snowdale to East Ironhound Stronghold.
No one has seen the firstlings for hundreds of cycles, but there are many stories about them. Their craftsmanship is much vaunted, and there used to be trade via a narrow path that led into the mountains. But I don't think there is a man living now who has ever walked that road.
We're far enough away from Mifadania. Perhaps we should part ways tomorrow morning.
Rodario jumps up and begins to gesticulate ostentatiously.
I think you have underestimated us. Let me...
We don't have time to look after a pack of jesters.
Rodario seems offended for a moment, but then he grins, turns away from the group, and raises his right arm. A jet of flame shoots out of his sleeve. The dwarves are startled and amazed by the brief spectacle.
And what do you say now, critical Mr. Dwarf?
You're a magus. I don't particularly like them either.
At the Curiosum, magic is my area of responsibility. There is a tube under his arm with a flint and a bag full of Lycopediella seeds. When he firmly presses the bag, the flint sprays sparks and the seeds shoot out. And there you have it. Magic fire.
Masterly work, Fergus.
The Magister Technicus shows his appreciation with a nod of his head.
If they all have tricks like this up their sleeves, well, they might not be such a burden after all, Tungil.
How are you doing for provisions? We don't have enough.
We are happy to share what we have. It isn't very much, though. We had to leave most of it behind.
Food is sure to be a problem on our journey. Winter's only just beginning to leave Wayan, and people will be keeping a tight grip on the stocks they do have because of the orc attacks.
We have to be frugal and organize as much food as we can. It wouldn't be much of a heroic story if we starved on the way to the firstlings.
I must congratulate you on your skills. Find it hard to believe that it's not achieved by magic.
Aha, thank you, but I assure you it has nothing to do with magic. Just
don't mention them. There's no love lost on Andakai and her walking iron tower.
You've met Andakai the Tempestuous? That is unbelievable. How was she?
She ran away to the Outer Lands. A damn disgrace.
Andakai had her reasons to leave us. She had already fought against Nodon and was unsuccessful. Furthermore, we wouldn't be here without her.
Andakai, the bringer of hope. I like that. I'll have to use that in my new piece.
True to his words, Rodario takes out his notebook and writes something down.
Our mission is to forge the legendary axe Keenfire and destroy the traitor Nodon. If you wish to accompany us through hunger, coldness, and...
How could we not partake in such a storm?
If we survive. I was hoping to only resurface once we reach the Red Range. Instead, we have a long journey.
There may be another way apart from the old trading route. A few years ago, an old man from the north told me of a place called Wackenstein. Apparently, there is an old path there, older than the Dwarves.
Legends and stories. There's too much uncertainty. Let's just see what the next few days bring.
You spend the night protected from the wind in a ruin, and are sitting around a campfire as the topic of your new companion's performance on the stage comes up.
Sleight of hand, speed, alchemy, and makeup can have an...
I also noticed your weapons, Nomura. I've never seen such swords before.
Their names are Crescent and Sunbeam. I designed them myself. It took a long time until I found a smith who was able to make them.
She looks like a pointy ear too. Nature hasn't been kind to her.
For this absent-minded remark, Boindil receives evil looks from Nomura and grins from the men.
Perhaps I really am an elf, and will bring you a nightmare in your sleep tonight. Don't be surprised if you wake up screaming.
For a moment, it seems as though she has merged with the darkness, but when you blink, everything is back to normal.
By the gods! Isn't she magnificent in her role?
There is no denying what Rodario says. The all-too-familiar stench of tallow and grease reaches your nose. You know what...
Хватніше ковбаси якусь, я тобі лапки віддам. Ну, то чи як зробимо, бо ти готов?
Вже?
Да.
Так 15.
Будуть, да. Я їх зараз буду питати. Міша, ти де журю купити?
Ні, водку не буду точно.
Міша не буде, а Олю питає. Де журю якраз? Буде дуже хотів. То я з тобою, у нас є двох, то тоді півлітру бери, більше нам не треба буде. І пива за якихось 8 банок. Настю, я не знаю, а може то сам бери. Знаєш, є така хуйня чи ні? Ну то візьми і бутилку телефону. Буде пити, не буде, ти лишиш на рік. А там лавку буде. Давайте ми через 15 настоячку.
Скорше йдемо?
Минут дам. Та вони мало так будуть, але щось в нього там на роботі не хотіли відпускати раніше. Я не сказав, що максимум, блядь, 5:30 це все почнеться. Я гарно сфоткав, блядь.
А, ти коли плануєш вертатися? Чи ти там лишишся?
Та ні, ну поїдемо ввечері додому.
Ти хочеш спати влітку?
А що там? Ти хочеш в'їбати мене?
Я би в'їбав, але якщо завтра на тренінг, то ні. Ти йдеш в один?
Так. На тренінг чи на...
Ні, на тренінг знаєш, йдеш.
Фоткай, може, розклад. Та я...
У мене на телефоні є.
Бо то, що завтра, крім того, що тренінг, то треба завтра дипломку вже доробити, а то що, блядь, який розклад?
У мене є розклад на тут.
Є, так? То все рано буде 34 культурі.
16-17. То через скільки? 16-17.
в самому началі не випише, а на тому етапі. Та то якось не по-польськи. Та навіть і не по-українськи.
Водя, можна сказати, в тим етапі реалізації проекту? На тим? А в тим, то неправильно? Ну, я просто бачив, що перекладають.
Huh? Huh? What is it? Vile creature. And again. Kill. A victory for technology!
Too easy!
Vile creature! He hardly put up a fight! Yes? And what now? Who's this dust?
On my way! Yes?
Welcome to the future!
Don't rush me!
Vile creature! Yes? A victory for technology! He hardly put up a fight! What is it?
Huh?
What is it? And what now?
Pay you very hard next!
Yes! And again! Who's next? Kill! Yes?
As good as done!
Huh? Huh? And again!
On my way!
Welcome to the future!
As good as done!
I'm not that quick!
Oink, oink, little piggies! Who's next?
Kill! He hardly put up a fight! What is it? Yes?
What is it?
Yes!
So, he hardly put up a fight. I'm not that quick. What?
Yes, yes, so! A victory for technology!
Yes? I didn't hit you very hard!
Welcome to the future!
All right, then. I'll be ready soon! Don't rush me!
Yes?
Huh?
And what now?
Ow! Another one bites the dust! And again!
How many is that?
And again!
What the hell were those things?
Goimgar carefully pokes one of the dead little creatures with his sword, as if he fears it'll jump up and attack him.
Have you never defended your past, Simmerbeard? Those are Bognalim. Small, ugly, stinking, cowardly. Sound like anyone you know?
Goimgar looks angrily at Boindil and is going to reply, but Namora speaks first.
They are like little orcs. They are even more primitive and make up for their physical weakness through their sheer numbers. They live in caves all around here.
While the others talk about Bognalim, you examine a decorated ox skull that the orcs had with them. It wasn't made by them, and somehow looks valuable. You pocket it.
Сколько там часов? Мы не поднялось.
You are walking past an inconspicuous copse as Namora suddenly stops on the spot.
Wait! We are not alone. Someone is watching us.
A trap?
Саня заїде купа, а там... Я йому казав, щоб пиво взяв. То я ж тобі...
Die, scum!
What are you doing? Why are you attacking us? We're dwarves too. We're on the same side.
I see honest dwarves here, but they are accompanied by scum. I will free you of it.
Oh, really? And what are you going to do on your own against 8?
You, come here.
What?
Brother, what are you doing?
Boindle, Boindle, what's wrong? Come to your senses.
It's no use. They belong to me. Now die, scum. What?
Even I am not that quick. Patience, I'll be ready soon.
I'm not that quick.
Even I am not that
could do with some help.
Go and guard do this.
Hey, no more having too many over here.
I need some help.
Right. Go and guard do that. Go and guard do that.
Friends, I could do with some help.
How many more of them are there?
Hold your horses, all right? He hardly put up a fight.